Duane "Dog" Chapman, the bounty hunter, is best known for his hit reality TV shows that show him and his family tracking down fugitives on the run. Dog has recently come back into mainstream attention because he's decided to join the hunt for Brian Laundrie, who's a person of interest in the death of Gabby Petito. But I wanted to tell you a little bit more about the reality star and some past scandals that you might not have heard about. I'm Mackenzie, and let's get into the top 10 Dog the Bounty Hunter controversies you need to know. In at number 10, racist. Over the years, multiple sources have come out alleging that Dog is a racist. Even his own family have come forward against him, exposing him for being racist and saying the N-word on many occasions. His daughter Bonnie revealed he was racist and homophobic in a Facebook post she wrote in an attempt to expose him. His son Tucker even leaked a private phone call between him and his father, where Dog can be heard using the N-word several times. To make matters worse, Dog was using the slur in reference to Tucker's girlfriend, who was black. The conversation was leaked to the media in 2007 and led A&E to temporarily pause production on Dog the Bounty Hunter, but the show later resumed following Dog's public apology. In at number 9, didn't invite daughters to his wedding. After his wife Beth passed away from throat cancer, Dog remarried to Francie Frayne. But the couple decided not to invite Dog's two daughters with his late wife Beth, Cicely and Bonnie Chapman. Cicely and Bonnie complained to TMZ that they'd been left off the guest list for the wedding, claiming it could be because his daughters remind him too much of Beth. Bonnie doubled down in a Facebook post, revealing that she wasn't invited because she supported social causes like BLM protests with a show she was on called The System. In at number 8, claims to be Native American. One thing that Dog seems particularly proud of is his Native American heritage, but many people don't believe it's real. He claims that his mother was Cherokee and proudly wears items stemming from Native American culture, like feathers in his hair and native jewelry. But many people deny that Dog's mother was ever Native, and they claim this is all a big lie he sells to market himself. One theory states that Dog's mother was actually a Polish immigrant who came to the US and identified with Native American culture after befriending people that lived on a reservation. And apparently she just started telling people that she was Cherokee. And at number 7, 2011 lawsuit. In 2011, a man named Hoang Minh Phong Nguyen filed a suit against Dog and his team for defamation. Back in 2009, while Dog was hunting down Nguyen, Dog claimed that Nguyen shot at him and his crew while they were trying to arrest him. Nguyen claimed in the lawsuit that what really happened wasn't shown accurately on TV, and Dog exaggerated what really happened. What was shown on TV resulted in Nguyen losing his job and reputation, even though the charges against him were dropped. Dog apparently promised to hand over video evidence proving his side of the story was true, but he never did. And at number 6, bad parent. In his lifetime, Dog has been through multiple marriages and divorces, resulting in many children. Because of all this, it's not hard to imagine that he wasn't a great parent because his time was just stretched so thin. His daughter Lissa actually wrote a book about it called Walking on Eggshells, where she spoke about her upbringing, making the claim that she had a bad upbringing and her mother was an alcoholic while her father was addicted to drugs. She claimed she even falsely accused her father of abusing her, saying she concocted the story so she would not have to live with him. She wrote in the book, quote, "It was a horrible life that I never wanted to go back to. Living with him and Beth and the fighting and the substances. When I got to my mother's, although she drank, it was much more peaceful. I was in school, I had friends, I was willing to do anything to not go back." Halfway, number 5, no biological father. On his sister's deathbed, she revealed a dark secret about Dog that had been hidden his whole life. She claimed that Dog was not actually the child of their father, and he was only half related to his other siblings. Apparently, it's the reason that Dog's father was much harder on him compared to his other siblings. His sister was dying of a very bad infection, and because she knew she wasn't going to make it, she told Dog, quote, "By the way, I want to tell you that Dad is not your father. He is Paula's, Mike's, and mine, but he's not really yours, and maybe that's some of the reason he beat you more." Apparently, after he learned this secret, he understood why his father treated him so badly, but he still considers him his real father. And at number 4, Dog cheated on Beth. Dog and Beth built an empire together, and she was a staple in all of Dog's TV shows, becoming just as recognizable as him. But apparently their marriage was not perfect, and their daughter publicly stated that Dog cheated on Beth. She said, quote, "He would cheat on my mom all the time, and I hated him every time he did it, but I forgave him for that because I wanted a relationship with my dad." Adding, quote, "Since my mom died, my dad ran away from the person she inspired him to be. He began to do that when she was sick in the hospital, and he began to have an affair with a friend of my mom's." And that's actually true. It was revealed that after Beth passed away, Dog started seeing one of the bridesmaids that was at their wedding. And at number 3, new show cancelled. Dog is best known for his hit A&E show Dog the Bounty Hunter, as well as Dog and Beth on the Hunt. But after a few years away from reality TV, he was hoping to make a comeback with a new show called Dog Unleashed, tracking the whereabouts of major criminals. but the show ended up being cancelled right before it was set to premiere on Unleashed Entertainment. The CEO of that network said in a statement, quote, "We greatly respect the incredible work of Duane Chapman, aka Dog the Bounty Hunter, tracking down and bringing fugitives to justice. Unfortunately, Unleashed Entertainment received reports of actions taken by Mr. Chapman during the show's production that breach our contractual agreements." There was no detail given for how he breached his contract, but clearly an investigation was made that led them to that conclusion, and it must have been something pretty bad. And at number 2, served a jail time. When he was only 13, Dog dropped out of school and lived with a motorcycle gang, and in those years he was in trouble with the law quite frequently. In 1976, when he was 23 years old, Duane was waiting in a car when a friend shot and killed a man during a deal gone wrong. Even though Dog didn't do anything, since he was in the car, he was charged as an accomplice, and he was convicted of first-degree murder, and served a year and a half in jail. It was during this time he decided to become a bounty hunter, and he changed his life drastically when he was released. Dog said about the incident, quote, "I shouldn't have been there. That's sad." And finally, at number 1, N-word pass. As I mentioned before, Dog has been in trouble on multiple occasions for using the N-word, but after being confronted about it, he claimed he thought it was okay because he had an N-word pass. He said, quote, "I've never been a racist. I'm 33.5% Apache, but because of over 15 years ago, I have an Achilles heel because I used the wrong word. I thought I had a pass in the black tribe to use it, kind of like Eminem." When asked who gave him this supposed pass in the first place, he said, quote, "I just had gotten out of prison in 1979 after spending time, 18 months in Texas, and it was probably 3/4 from the black tribe." Dog recalled, "So that was a word that we used back and forth as maybe a compliment. My pass expired for using it, but no one told me that." So that's all for the list, guys. Please let me know your thoughts on all this below. But before I go, I'm going to shout out some comments for my video on Natalie. Twilight Princess said, "There you are, Mackenzie, I've missed you. After every IO video I watched recently, I thought Johnny was alone working as a host." Yeah, Johnny's definitely doing more of the videos. I am here, but yeah, he's definitely, it's more like 60-30. I'd say he's at 60%, I'm probably in 30%. So yeah, but yeah, I am here. Then Trisha said, "It feels like he's trying to pass the buck. He could have come back and just apologized and aimed to be a better person without mentioning David's name. Personally, I don't watch any of them and I don't plan to start regardless if there's an apology. No apology or a fierce game of patty cake. Not my cup of tea, no thank you." So that's actually a phenomenally good point. I guess I really didn't think, if it's a true apology video, then you don't throw the blame around. You're like, I apologize and that's that. So I totally get what you're saying, although I'm very, very happy he did spill this tea because I've just always gotten bad vibes from Natalie, so I'm happy that she's finally being exposed. And even other Vlog Squad members have like made comments about Natalie being really mean and two-faced. So I hope this story goes bigger because I feel like no one's even talking about it. I'm like, Natalie was just exposed really hard and like, does no one even care? Then Matt said, "These messages can't be verified, so they can't be taken serious. If they were verified with her number, then that's a different story." I see what you're saying. I think the vast majority of the time when you see a text message conversation, it's real. That's my belief, because what you're saying, there's this person, Cassandra, that put the conversation, she can't just put Natalie's number for the whole entire world to see. That is super illegal. So that's why you never ever see the number. It's like, no one's gonna do that. So pretty much they're always real because no one's going to do that and be it fake if you're trying to expose someone. So yeah, that's why you never see the number, because it's like, you can't just be putting people's phone numbers out there. That's ridiculous. But you can put a conversation with the name Natalie and you're like, okay, I'm pretty confident this is a conversation with Natalie. Alright. Alright guys, that's all for the video today. Thanks so much for sticking around if you made it all the way here. If you liked the video and want to see more, make sure to like and sub to the channel below. I've been your host, Mackenzie Smith. Make sure to check us out on social media, and I'll catch you all in the next one.